What, you got a pen? Start writing these down.
Alright, completed.
Oh, you have got to be joking. Okay, new plan. Act natural. We've done nothing wrong. Hello.
Oh, it's you.
You know her?
It's been a long time.
The cake is a lie is one of the most popular and overused internet memes of all time. Portal 1 started as an experiment of Valve's and bloomed into an awesome adventure that engrossed people from around the world. Portal 2 arrived in April in hopes to once again take home the cake, but the question is, can the sequel live up to the hype it has created for itself or crack under the pressure? This is the video review for Portal 2. Portal 2 takes place many years after the first, and it shows. The whole facility has been overgrown with vegetation, windows have been cracked, and ceilings broken. You find yourself in a chamber that you've been sleeping in all this time, and you've finally woken up. Not long after that, you meet up with Wheatley, a funny, idiotic personality core who attempts an escape with you, but in the process, you waken up GLaDOS, who you killed in the first game. Things only go downhill from here as she sets you into more test chambers that you must figure out. There are a lot of surprising story twists in every one. It had me on the edge of my seat and engrossed in the story. Oh, and the ending? Excuse me, could you help me look for my jaw? I dropped it. The old shoot two portals, an orange and a blue, go in one, come out the other to solve puzzles is back again, but this time with a couple of twists. Portal 2 introduces new mechanics to the mix of puzzles. By utilizing lasers, excursion funnels, gels, and more to continue with the game, there's always something new and exciting waiting around the corner. You start off with the basics, only completing puzzles using your portal gun, but as you progress, those new mechanics come into play and really challenge you to complete each puzzle. Valve really nailed the difficulty level in this game. It's not so easy that you can breeze right through, but it's not hard enough for you to get super frustrated. Just by looking around at everything, you will most likely be able to find the answer without having to look at a walkthrough. The only downside to this game is the loading. It's not long, but it's not short. But I would have liked to seen it shorter, so that I can get back into the world and test. Portal 2 uses the Source engine, an engine started way back with Half-Life 2. You aren't going to be blown away with the graphics, but there is a distinct art style to the game. It doesn't go for the ultra-realisticness that most games are going for. Instead, fills the game with vibrant colors and smooth textures. The soundtrack is back and in full effect. The faster you run on propulsion gel, the louder the music gets. Music was so well integrated into this game. GLaDOS is back, and even more hilarious than the first game. Delivering lines about your weight and how slow you are made me seriously laugh out loud. But GLaDOS isn't the only talking character in the game. Wheatley, voiced by Stephen Merchant, takes charge in the beginning as a bumbling moron. You never know what he's going to say next. Stephen has so many lines in this game that sometimes I'll just sit in test chamber, listening and waiting for his next. Also, J.K. Simmons plays Cave Johnson, the president of Aperture, but we won't get into that because of spoilers. Let's just say he's hilarious as well. This is the funniest game I have ever played, hands down. At any time, you can play cooperative, whether split screen or online. Let me get something straight here. Cooperative mode is not the same as single player with two people. Cooperative introduces its own campaign starring two cute robots, Peabody and Atlas, each with their own portal gun. That's 4 portals to deal with and a lot of chambers. I can't tell you how much fun I have when playing cooperative with my brother or anyone. Dropping someone off a light bridge and into the instant death goo below just before he beats the level is priceless. You will both be laughing and having a great time, and after each chamber, you feel a strong sense of accomplishment. This is an awesome experience that I wouldn't trade for anything else. You can always count on Valve to think of the best achievement lists. Once again, they deliver. There's a wonderful mix between single player and cooperative achievements with a healthy dose of Easter egg achievements thrown into the mix. None of those fire 500 gazillion portals achievements. Thank you, Valve. Thank you. Portal 2 bakes a comedic cake, squeezes some awesome plot and story icing on it, dips a priceless experience cherry into some really cool soundtrack chocolate, and puts it on the cake. Portal 2 steals the show as one of my favorite games of all time. I don't care if you like it or not, this is worth $60. And for that, Portal 2 earns 10 science collaboration points out of 10.
Now it's time for your real purpose. Don't disappoint me.